What's up, guys? It's JTV Gaming here, and today we have the first episode of a new series, Rebuilding the Jacksonville Jaguars. With everything going on and how bad the Jaguars team is projected to be, I'm going to look to take them up to the quality of Super Bowl contenders and eventually win the Lombardi Trophy. With my custom coach, I've decided to go with strategist so that we can scout the best players out of college in order to rebuild this team. Looking at the roster and looking at the highest overall players, most of our higher overall players are in their mid-20s, so this is very good, especially for a rebuild. Our best player, Linder, is a center. He's an 87 overall. Lambeau is our second best player, as he is an 85 overall kicker. Norwell is our third best player, as he is a 83 overall left guard. Schobert is our fourth best player at an 82 overall. And our next three best players are Chark Jr., Miles Jack, and Jared Allen, all at 81 overalls. Looking at the offense, I feel like we could improve at quarterback. However, I want to give Minshew his chance. Running back, I don't feel like is a giant concern for us. We do have a good wide receiving core. Our offensive line is struggling, especially on that right side. And our tight ends are decent, but again, could be better. Looking at our defense, it is a very well-balanced unit as there is no one dominant position. However, our safeties are 73 overall and 68 overall, and this could be a huge issue, so I will look to resolve that soon. Looking at our special teams, our punter Cook is only a 69 overall, so I will be looking to get a new one in the draft next year most likely. And our kicker Lambeau will be staying with us as he will also be the kickoff specialist. We don't really need to worry about long snapper. Our kick returner will be Clay Brooks, one of our rookie cornerbacks, and our punt returner will be Westbrook, one of our wide receivers.
Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina,
Josh Lambeau to kick
it's
off.
week one of the NFL preseason on EA Sports.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Out come the Patriots with their new quarterback for 2020. And he, like their previous quarterback, a former MVP, Cam Newton.
What an audition last year for Teddy Bridgewater in New Orleans. Not one that he expected to have happen with the injury to Drew Brees. But he stepped into the breach, and the Saints went 5-0 in his starts. And he showed the rest of the league he was ready to be a starting quarterback again. Now he gets his opportunity with a brand new head coach, a brand new organization in Carolina.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuck at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup. That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
On third down, Bridgewater. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
It's fourth
An
down.
early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Jaguars ready to go offensively for the first time with Gardner Minshew, former 6th-round pick at QB.
I know that people like him, and he's kind of a phenomenon in the league as Gardner Minshew. But I'm not sure he gets enough credit for how well he plays the game of football at the quarterback spot. Remember, he was a 6th-round pick, and a surprise 6th-round pick at that. More than held his own as a rookie after Nick Foles' broken clavicle forced him onto the field in the second quarter of Week 1. The Jaguars went 6-6 with him as a starter in 12 opportunities. Now they've got a chance to continue to progress and move forward with Gardner Minshew leading their team.
4 yards.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a gain of 6.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
37-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. First down, Jacksonville.
The Jaguar.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They give it here to Thompson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Justin Burris on the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he rifles one incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Minshew sets to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. And Eifert has him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
17 yards. And a Jaguar first down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Thompson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brought down by Eli Apple.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. We're scoreless after 1.
The Panthers' 17-yard line.
inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. Looking right. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The quick slant caught, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Greer and the Panthers set to go 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A nice run on 1st down gets him 6 yards to the 31.
Mike Davis.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play? That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Davis will try to run for it, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Greer operating from the gun. Open man, it's Keith Kirkwood.
Greer's pass.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
6-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Dwayne Smoot able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They're going play action with Luton. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
First down, Jaguars.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Luton here off of play action. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Hey, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First down, Jacksonville.
Luton going to pass it out of the shotgun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught by Dare Ogunbowale. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun is Luton. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
And the Jaguars.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will make our score 9-0.
There's nothing.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in just a minute. As we
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
A handoff here to Ogunbowale. 2 yards, good enough for first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
A run with Ogunbowale, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Luton. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Luton. He gets this one to Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
Luton. Flushed out right. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second down and 5. Now Luton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Luton to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cornelder. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
Mike Davis.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 16.
From the gun, a give to Davis. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They keep it with Davis on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. And even 50 yards. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
1st down, Greer. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yard line.
Now Greer. He gets it to Thomas. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Greer looks to throw again. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Pharaoh Cooper, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain. He's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you? He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas there to make the grab. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The 28-yard line.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
They'll try and throw for it, and no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Keeps the score, Jaguars.
Popular down near the goal line, quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
For Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard.
So now the Panthers down by 8. At time, a huge factor. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw, and Thomas has it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the... Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion to get.
So after the game, we did suffer a couple of injuries, and we had some already set in place injuries. As one of our better players, Al Woods, does have an injury, and he's going to be out for the rest of the season, along with Melvin and Russell. However, Brian, who got hurt in this game, has a chance to come back in 5 weeks, and Oliver, one of our tight ends, has a chance to come back later in the season. I hope you all enjoyed watching. If you want to keep up with this series, make sure to subscribe. And it's JTB Gaming, signing off.